Hello, I'm Satan DeVille and welcome to Satan DeVille Talks Watches. And today I'd like to talk about the new modern Rolex GMT function watch. And of course I'm talking about the new Rolex ceramic GMTs. And before I start this program, quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing a Rolex Explorer 2 16570. Tuxedo, tailored shirt, tailored suit, French cuffs, cufflinks by Paul Smith, and wristwatch by Rolex. And it's a very interesting thing. Out of all the ceramic models that have come about, we have the Rolex Submariner, the Deep Sea. We have many models. The GMT is probably the best of these new ceramic creatures. And Rolex has really done something interesting. They've standardized the line on two models. They've got the black on black, and they've got the Batman, the blue, black. And they've done away with the Coke and the Pepsi. And I know one particular New York enthusiast who was a very big Coke fan, which is rather sad because I kind of preferred the Pepsi myself. And what Rolex has done as well is they've made the Rolex Pepsi, that's the blue and red bezel version of the GMT, are in-demand collectible because they only offer that bezel configuration on the new white gold Rolex GMT. So if you want that look, you've got to buy a vintage piece, and they have shot up out of the water. And it's absolutely amazing. I can remember a time in 1999, early 2000, when a Rolex Explorer 2 was as hot as a Submariner, maybe a little bit under. The GMT was the dog of the range, and all of a sudden, with a bit of voodoo magic, we've turned the ugly duckling into the must-have sports watch of the new millennium. And I've got to tell you, they've been very clever. Whereas with the new released version of the Rolex Explorer 2, they expanded the case to 42 mils. They didn't do that on the GMT. They kept it at 40. They broadened the look of the piece by expanding the lugs, making them a little bit, dare I say it, fatter. They added a maxi dial, which I must confess, I would rather you buy some spectacles than to increase the watch. And they added a beautiful bezel option. And I gotta tell you, yes, I was prejudiced against this. I was very anti the new ceramic GMT. I was very, just getting my notes, very against it. But I had a good friend of mine, Scott, who asked me to pick up his Batman from overseas, and I got to say, I was chuffed to have that piece on my wrist. It was a beautiful piece, absolutely stunning. Rolex has overhauled the bracelet. The new bracelet is just no tin rattle piece of shit here. This is a highly sophisticated, well-engineered piece of horology, and they've really done a magic job. Another good friend of mine, Stephen Brooks in Saudi Arabia, has recently purchased from my good friends Kenny Nguyen from Jewelers on Time a two-tone GMT. And I gotta tell you the truth, that two-tone ceramic GMT, it is a stunner. An absolute stunner. So I would really say that the new pieces themselves are amazing. They are amazing. the GMT has probably been the nicest update out of all these updates that have gone on. So the GMT itself on the secondary market is hideously expensive. The pre-ceramic versions have skyrocketed. The ceramic versions are getting over premium. That's correct. You can pay more than retail for one. Although I believe this will be short-lived. And I've got to tell you, out of all the ceramic upgrades, I think the GMT is the nicest of the lot. So if you are contemplating a new Rolex wristwatch, and as one who does love a good sports watch, I would have to urge you to strongly consider the GMT. It's got Rolex quality, it's got the new bracelet. Okay, the maxi dial's not to my liking, but they've improved. The bezel is amazing. If you go for the Batman, the shade of blue is so cool. And let's be honest there, when none of us are getting younger, so the maxi dial may work for us in the next 10 to 20 years. So, in conclusion, if you're looking for a very good sports watch, I don't think you can go past the Rolex GMT ceramic. Satan DeVille for the ArchieLuxury channel, talking new watches. Please put some comments below. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, and tell me what you fuckers think of that. Satan DeVille out. Thank you very much, fuckers. Thank you. Indeed, fuckers.